Welcome to Spirit Walker with your host, Dr. Jeffrey Pierce, and co-host Cindy Pierce. A true psychic for his entire life, Jeff Pierce will bring you the answers to the questions that you need to know, as well as explore topics that most people are afraid to address. Now, here's Dr. Jeffrey Pierce and co-host Cindy Pierce.
This is called the Tao, the way of spirit and spirit realm. The spirit realm is where you came from. It is not the unknown, and the only reason you fear it is because of your religious programming and your ego. It is home. Christ does not sit at a table. She is not in a mortal form. There are no streets lined in gold. That is church's ego. Christ does not sit at the right hand of Creator on a throne. Christ was born mortal and keeps returning to earth as a mortal to help us. Christ is a teacher and guide. Does he have powers? Absolutely. And so do you, if you embrace them and let go of your ego, your analytical reasoning, and your materialism. If you judge while here on earth, then here you will stay. To forgive means you have passed judgment on someone. You are only meant to learn from them. If they are on your path, walk with them, but if not, leave them behind. The more you carry, the harder your journey. When times in your life seem bad for no reason, it is because of something you have done in your past, or you're around someone else's lesson that affects you as well. Sometimes this happens to prepare you for who and what is to come. Of all things created, man is the only thing that fights change. Man is the only thing that has ego, and he wants control. But in truth, control nothing. Every step we take is not distance, but is time that will never come again. Meditation calms the mind, the emotions, and the body. It does not get you to the spirit realm. It may help you to go to sleep. The Om meditation keeps you earthbound because you are working the mind by focusing on saying Om, and you feel the sensation of vibration. Hence, you have created an illusion, wasted time, and achieved nothing. You practiced a false teaching of another's belief. Many people and authors talk and write as if they know all about angels. Religion claims they watch over us and serve us, but angels do not really like man. First of all, we have flesh, and this is something they've never had and are jealous of. To them, we are a lower form of creation, like the animals and plants are to us. At times, the angels will even try to test us and trick us, and this is why we have free will, to make us unpredictable. Out of arrogance, we claim that we can call on the most powerful angel, Michael, to help us and that he will come. We do not have that power or influence. Our so-called guardian angels are human spirits, ones in this world or spirit world that love us. The only place that good and evil are at war is here on earth. When your spirit leaves your body, evil or demons will not enter your body. It doesn't want it unless you're in it. When you sleep, are in a coma, unconscious, or senile, you will not get possessed. The dead do not rise possessed, do they? The first step to be able to go to the spirit realm is by learning truth. Learn about yourself and all things, and surround yourself with others like yourself, because we are all connected. Let go. Defeat your ego. Fill yourself with unconditional love. Be free to ascend to a higher level. You are all chosen and very gifted.
That was part of last
Wow.
night's class.
I loved it.
Creator kept me up all night long, telling me this stuff and a lot more. I was trying to type as fast as I could to keep up. I didn't get it all, so I verbally taught the rest. Besides this, I had to email it to her so she could clean it up, the spelling, the punctuation. I was just trying to get down.
Trying to keep it up.
Yes.
So you wrote that together?
No.
But
I wrote it.
He
and sent
typed
it to
what
her.
Father gave him, and then
Wow.
I clean it up.
gotcha.
But I don't change the words.
Hopped into something like that happened that you need to get something down.
It happens often.
Yeah.
Going back to the resistance question, do you want to tell me your story? Tom's really got into nutrition, and he's trying to get his family to kind of, maybe try to eat better and maybe a little bit more fruits and vegetables. And they have just been so resistant to him.
That's right.
And all he wants to do is help. It's kind of sad.
It doesn't matter what you try to do. They're going to do what they want to do. And this is the way the world is. This is the way society is. This is why in my classes I'm trying to deprogram my students and then reprogram them with truth. But first you have to deprogram them. The more you try to help them, the more you're being nosy and sticking your nose into their business and trying to tell them what to do. Their attitude is this to you. Instead of trying to shake your hand and say, bless your heart, you're trying to help me. No, you're a pain in your ass. So you have to deprogram. You have to open their mind.
Change is hard for most people, even in an unhealthy situation, whether it's the way you eat, whether it's an unhealthy relationship. People will stay in it because that's what they know. It's more comfortable. It's easier than changing.
Yes.
So it's the same as a bat, or like trying to learn to play golf, and you pay an instructor $100 an hour, and you show up, and you're like, I already know, I already have a golf swing. It's just not. I'm just not getting in it there. Just tell me, that's not
Tell
right.
me
This
the
is
Right, you want it the
Yeah.
easy way.
You
right?
want the shortcuts. You want the secrets. You want it, but you don't want to have to earn it. Put in time and effort, make sacrifices, dedication. Man is lazy. Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. They want everything given to them. They want everything the easy way, but they don't want to evolve into it. Look at life. It's like when you were little, you put on your daddy's shoes. All right? You swam in them. This is the way life is. You have to grow into it. You have to be patient. You have to be guided. You have to work for it. You have to learn it. Not just learn it, but become it. First, you have to learn how to learn. Once you learn how to learn, now you start comprehending what you're learning. And then as time goes on and you utilize the knowledge you have, it evolves into wisdom. But people say, I'm wise now. The fool and the wise are twins. The wise man knows there's so much more to learn. The fool runs around trying to tell everybody how wise they are and exposing himself as the fool. And this is, unfortunately, the way society wants to go because of their ego. The ego is like a prize prostitute. Okay? She is never wrong. She is the greatest. She is the most beautiful. She is the wisest. And she has her own little cheerleaders called the analytical mind. Because the analytical mind will come up with logical reasons why it wasn't your fault. It's everybody else's fault. You weren't wrong. They just didn't know how to understand you. You weren't wrong for this. You weren't wrong for that. Your analytical mind is the support team to the ego. The ego is all about you and nobody else. Okay? That's the way it works. That's the way society is. You have to stomp down that ego. Because if you don't, you will never really see or experience truth. Because the ego is afraid of truth. Because it's a threat to your self-made illusion of grandeur. Rather than being truly who and what you are, the ego believes it to be something more than what it is. And is trying very desperately to make the rest of the world believe it too. Then that's why people sit alone, wondering, what the hell happened? Why don't I have any friends? My money ran out, my friends ran out. Wonder what happened. Man versus nature. Man versus the elements. Man versus man. Why does he have to verse everything? This is why he feels alone and disconnected. He's done it to himself.
So if somebody works, they get a job, they think they would work 8-hour day, they end up working a 10-hour day. When they're done, they go to Best Buy, some store, buy a DVD. They stop at a sandwich shop. They go to McDonald's, whatever it is. They buy some hydrogenated oils. They start drinking some aspartame. They go home. They sit on their couch. They watch TV. They get up and do it the next day. What should they do?
Now, I can see going and getting a DVD, but not all the time. Because sometimes you have to deprogram, unwind from work 8 to 10 hours. I mean, because if you don't, you're going to go home and you're going to dream about work as well. You're not getting rest. So you go home, you have a distraction called a DVD. Now all this other crap, I'll go home, I'll maybe eat a peanut butter and butter sandwich. Okay? Because that soaks up the acid and everything else from all the emotions that I experienced at work. The stress, the worry, everything else, it soaks up the acid in my stomach. It doesn't attack my stomach lining and start giving me ulcers. It also helps lower my blood pressure. It also, because of the peanut oil, it helps cut down the cholesterol from clotting up my arteries. Okay, but a lot of people say, oh, peanut oil's not good. Oh, it's very good. So this is what I do. I sit down, I unwind, I put something in my stomach. Then I start getting tired. When you start getting tired, this means you're letting go, you're calming down, you're unwinding. So now you're going to bed thinking about that funny DVD you just bought. And then you're okay, because now you can sleep. You're not dreaming about work. You've let the stress go.
We all know that hydrogenated oils don't break down in the body. That's a fact. It's not going anywhere. But again, it's up to each person to take responsibility for what. Some people don't want to believe that these things are bad. Your body works, and as far as you know, you drink, you go to the bathroom, things are working as far as they're concerned until something happens. Then they have to look for help. Then they have to face what did they do to themselves.
Okay, it's like a kid. You get a car. You want a faster car. Because you're the best driver in the world. You've only had your driver's license for exactly 6 months. You've got a 350, 327, 396, whatever. Now you've got stick shift. You've got power. So you go fast. You know what happens. They showed you in driver's training pictures of crashes and all this other stuff. So what do? You're going down Seymour Road, 99 miles an hour around those curves. Why? To see if you can. But did you think about if you can't and you go over the side? Hell no. Why? Because I don't want to think about that. Why? Because I don't need to. My ego says I can handle it. I'm that good. Now see, your ego is your demon. It's going to kill you.
So Jeff, if I'm talking to you right now, I'm sitting at home, I'm listening to you on podcast, on a video, and I've listened to all that. And I turn off the computer, I turn off the TV, what should I do? What would you say I should go read this book, I should learn, I should call this person?
Forget
What
the
should I do?
As a first step?
As a first step, go on in the bathroom, shut the door, look in the mirror with the eyes of innocence. You're not for you, you're not against you. Look for truth. See yourself, who and what you are, honestly. Don't defend the bad that you see or try to manipulate it into becoming something good. Look at yourself with truth. Look for truth. And then make a list of all the good qualities you see about yourself. Make another list of all the bad things you see within yourself. All the good things you see, keep them. And work on them, make them stronger. Change all the bad things. That's where you start. You can never learn or achieve or do anything if your glass is full of water. Look in that mirror, and if only 1/8 of your list is good, pour all that water out except for 1/8. Keep the good, because now you're open. You can take on more good things.